Hello, hello, and happy Sunday to all of my wonderful Scorpios. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Scorpios, we're going to get right into your reading. We have 6 more days before this new moon cycle begins. So yes, trying to get you prepared for that. Let's get it. Most High God and Universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Scorpions as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. I am talking to my focused, brave, loyal, faithful, ambitious, resourceful, passionate, true friends, Scorpios, gods and goddesses. That would be you, and you. Yes, what information do we have for my wonderful Scorpions? What information do we have? Your ruling planet Pluto is retrograde right now. Don't know whether you know that or not. That's the planet of death, rebirth. And so we know by now death is not in the sense of being finite. We know that death means end of a cycle, right? But it also is rebirth, meaning that it's the beginning of a cycle. That's where you're starting to flourish, right? So yes, let's go. Let's go. We're going to be talking about the number 1111. Now, I talk about numbers on my channel, especially on Sundays. I used to discuss numbers on all of my videos, but I'm trying to see with the cards. Yes, trying to see with the cards. Saying only on Sundays now. All right, here we go. We have the King of Pentacles, right? Yes. Consistently, what I'm seeing every week for you all, Scorpios, is money cards, which is great, right? I'm also seeing the Queen of Cups, right? This crown chakra, getting to that God level of clarity, right? There's several ways you can do that. We also have the 9 of Swords, right? We also have the 5 of Wands, right? Yes. We also have the 7 of Swords, We also have the Sun card. Yes. New beginnings for you all, which is great. So looks like you have the Midas touch when it comes to your money, which is great. So I need you all to like really stay focused on, especially this heart thing, like, nurturing things that are just heartbreaking for you, whether it's family members and situations with family members or ex-lovers or ex-friends, whomever. Over nurturing that, like learning how to balance out your energy and just kind of cutting that off, right? There could have been family members and friends that you've had in your life that really just broke your heart, made you hurt, frustrated, couldn't understand why, what the heck was going on, the whole 9 yards. So you want to take this knife right here and you want to sever ties with that. You don't completely sever ties with it. That's the death rebirth. So that's the end of that cycle and moving into a new cycle, right? So death rebirth really just means that you're allowing yourself to let go of the past in order to add energy to new beginnings, right? And so you're parting ways with the past, essentially. You're also accepting new cycles of change. That's really what it means. And part of that new cycle is balancing it out where you may have been hurt by people in the past, but you're also realizing that, hey, I'm going to make room for what works for me. I know I have the Midas touch. Like I said before, emotionally, you all are the most intelligent sign in the Zodiac, right? So put your energy where in your money. Yeah, in your money. And meditating more, getting to your God level of clarity. So you can actually see that you may have been just out of balance with certain people. Like you could have been out of balance. You could be out of balance with certain friends, certain family members. Just because you all grew up together, just because you all were tight as kids, the whole 9 yards, does not mean it's going to be the same as adults. I mean, that's just the truth, right? There are plenty of siblings who have moved on, because parents may have been the reason why a lot of families were coming together during the holidays or whatever. And so now a lot of people are starting to think, okay, instead of Thanksgiving, which I don't celebrate any of those, but some people still do. Instead of Thanksgiving, I'm going to have Friendsgiving. I'm going to pull together my soul tribe, or I'm going to, put energy out in the universe to attract my soul tribe, rather, should I say. And that's who's going to come together. People who love and appreciate me as is, right? I'm not worried about people who have their internal conflicts. A lot of what I'm getting from this particular reading right here is that It's mostly family, like mostly family. Some people have just had some real hard, difficult challenges with their own family, right? But you got to recognize this: they can't do anything to harm you, right? You see, let me see if I can get in close. See this red hand, right? Come on, camera. Focus. Right. So see this red hand right here? This, every time they try to burn you, they actually end up burning themselves, right? So this is where you want to keep a sunny disposition at all times, like really, right? This is death rebirth, right? The death of, you know, the past and moving into your, what you say is the future. Because I know time really is an illusion. So what you would think is your future, right? So let's talk about 1111, because I usually get a lot of text messages or emails like, what does 1111 mean? I see 1111 all the time. I see it on my clock. I've seen it on receipts. I've seen it here. I've seen it there. 1111, when you see it, it's actually light that's illuminating an issue in your life, shining the light in darkness, enlightening you with inspiration. So in order to walk through the pillars of 1111, you must leave everything behind. All preconceived ideas, beliefs, suppositions, expectations, worries, fears, the past, and you must embrace the only constant, which is eternal life and timelessness, right? So I've talked about the Pythagorean system quite a bit on my channel. And I may not have talked about it with you all Scorpios, but I know that I've mentioned it with some of the other signs. But the letter values of the word light actually add up to 29, which reduces to 11, right? And so 11 is the number of light, and 1111 magnifies the light of the truth in your life, right? So yes, let's talk about the truth. The truth is that you're a money magnet. You have the Midas touch. That's the truth, right? You're an emotional sign. You are a water sign. Emotions and very, very creative, right? So you want to embrace people who embrace you, right? We're not talking about people who placate you. We're talking about people who actually are on your frequency that embrace you, right? You don't need to change. There are close to 8 billion people on this planet, right? Somebody loves you just the way that you are. The people who don't, that's okay. You don't have to say anything negative or bad about them. Nothing whatsoever. You just wish them the best and keep it moving forward. Ascending higher, the judgment card, right? Yes. Just ascend higher. Ascension allows you to see things from a God level of clarity. You can love a person to pieces. You can love a family member to pieces, but you know, hey, we just don't vibe. We're not on the same vibration. So I don't hate you. I don't need to say anything negative about you. I don't need to, you know, throw shade or make snide comments about you. None of that. I really genuinely can wish you the best, but I just realized we're just not on the same frequency. So, you know, I wish you the best, right? But it took some took some soul searching there, like really, really looking inward and saying, what is it about myself? Because we're gods, but we're not somebody else's God. What is it about myself that I feel like I need to let go of, like really, really change, right? Do I love too hard? Do I over nurture stuff that doesn't serve my highest purpose? I don't know. You got to ask yourself that, right? You got to ask yourself that. What is it that I want to change? Right? What is it that I want to change by myself? And I see you looking for new windows of opportunity when it comes to money. So what I mean by that is, like, let's say you're working a regular job, Scorpio. You may decide, hey, you know what? I want to dust off my LLC. I want to dust off my nonprofit. I want to start focusing back on that again, channeling my energy towards making more money, you know? Because in that channeling, guess what? The person that you want to be, not the person that you want to be in a relationship with, the energies that you want attracted to you will be, because you're very magnetic by default. But you got to take the blindfolds off and see things for what it really is. The beautiful thing about being divine spirits, having human experiences, which is all of us, is when you take the blindfolds off, you get a chance to see the good and the bad in people. You get a chance to see what you didn't see before. You get to know what you didn't know before because you took the blindfolds off, and you're allowing the spirit to speak to you. So get near a body of water, Scorpio, so that you can really hear what the universe is trying to download into your spirit, right? Yes. So you don't walk around feeling like, oh, this person is a manipulator. They must be hiding secrets. They must be doing this. This is why. No, don't vibrate low. That part of yourself, you want it to die and be reborn so that you can actually give people the benefit of the doubt. The truth of the matter is that some people just don't vibe. I mean, that really, why waste all that energy thinking the worst of a person? Hey, it is what it is. And here comes new prospects coming into your life. This is where I want you to be on fire. You want to remove all that other stuff because your ruling planet is retrograde. Pluto is retrograde. And it's really encouraging you to declutter, right? Are you like... One of my friends used to say, breaking your brains, which I always thought was really, really funny. Instead of saying wrecking your brains, this person would say breaking your brains, trying to figure stuff out, like trying to figure out why, what happened, what went wrong, and what's going on. Instead of doing all of that, breaking your brains, you want to declutter. Just remove that. And just say, look, it is what it is. Right? It could be a family member who, went through a lot of things as a childhood that you don't even know about. You're struggling trying to figure out why are they just the way that they are? Why won't they just tell me? Why keep asking yourself the question? That's cluttering. That's cluttering your brain. That's cluttering your mind, right? It's time to declutter, right? So new opportunities are coming your way. Like, I see you traveling. I saw this and who else is reading? I think I saw this in Aquarius's reading as well. So if you have Aquarius in your card, check out that video or pull your full birth chart and go watch all the videos that are in your birth chart to piece together all of this. Because if your sun sign is Scorpio, that's just one part of you. You have moon, rising, Venus, and the rest of the planets, right? So I see a lot of you all traveling. I see tons of opportunities coming your way, which is great. And I see communication coming through very, very clearly to you all. That's why I said get near a body of water, Scorpio, so that you can hear what the universe is trying to tell you. It's trying to tell you a lot of stuff, Scorpio. So yes. So when we talk about transformation, and this is for all of the signs, right? Transformation. Now, I love... giving you all like little tips here, right? So transformational questions that you want to ask yourself. First of all, when you create transformational questions, you got to say yourself, it's like, think of something that you want to change. Like, let's say, for instance, and I've been throwing the word patience out there for everybody. Doesn't mean that you're impatient, but if you want more patience, right? So think of something about yourself that you want to change. And you want to write a simple affirmation, like, I am patient, right? Very simple. And then you want to turn it into a question. Why am I so patient? Right? Why? Just why am I so patient? And then you want to make it progressive. Why am I becoming more patient every day? Right? And so one of the things that you could say for yourself is that, why am I getting sexier every day? Why am I becoming continually more comfortable with my emotions? Those are some of the questions that you could be asking yourself as an emotional sign who is very, very creative. And I mean emotional in a good way. This is nothing negative whatsoever. Emotional in a good way. But this is you coming into who you've always been, Scorpio. And this is something that you really, really want to embrace. Really, it's something that you really, really, really want to embrace. Like, not breaking your brains, trying to figure out why you're not compatible with somebody. It could be a friend, it could be an romantic interest, a new person you met. Doesn't matter. Don't spend all that time trying to figure out why you're not compatible with somebody. Focus on what you can control, which is you, right? You are a god. All right, so let's pull an oracle card and see what the oracle card has to say. Yes. 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 Abundance planning. See, what I keep saying for you is that a lot of you all have been leaving money on the table, Scorpios, and you've been just like consuming your brains with relationship questions. Like, hey, you just have to accept the fact that some people, you're just not compatible with some people. If I can get people to understand, listen, relationships don't have to end dramatically. It doesn't have to be drama. None of them have to be drama. Once you realize up front, what is your higher self telling you? Because there's a lot of battle with higher self, lower self. If your higher self is saying, hey, me and this person, we're just not on the same frequency. See, it's cute up front when you meet somebody and it's like, okay, opposites attract. Let's celebrate our differences. But then later on down the line, those same little differences that was cute in the beginning, becomes so annoying, people actually end up getting a divorce. People actually end up hating each other, resenting each other, the whole 9 yards. You got to see things before it happen. Just like on the flip side of that, you may meet somebody, all of a sudden you're vibing. We get along, we like the same fashion, we have the same taste, you know, we can talk on the phone for hours. You know what I'm saying? Like you just, I mean, they get you, you get them. That's it. That's what I have for you, Scorpios. Have a great one. Come back on Monday. Bye.